Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to round one of Jimmy Codger's British Touring Car Championship Season 2. I can't believe that it's actually got to this stage. So welcome along, everybody. Great to see the chat filling up. Got all the drivers flooding in. We've got Matty Cake, Meccano, Shadow, CCR Shadow GT. We've got KZN Maximum in the house. Oh, this is just, yeah, this is brilliant. And Peter Griffin we've got in the chat. Welcome along. Nice to see you in Captain's chat last night. So this is just a bit of a mock-up race that I got put together. So let's come out of this now. So that's a taster of what is to come. So there should be some absolutely brilliant racing up and down the grid, and I need to give a couple of shouts out first. I cannot begin to thank the guys at CCM, which is Captain Colossus Media. Without their help, Wally DJ, he did a track guide, and he did advertising video for me. So let's get one of these cars and let's get some scapes up. He did a track guide for everybody including a setup. So I've had a huge amount of help in the background for this, and it's just been, it's been pretty overwhelming to be honest. Can I ask for a mic check? Not had a, but I've been talking to myself. Let's have a look. Someone type in the chat if my mic is okay. Mic check all good, says Shadow. Mic check loud and clear. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you, guys. Right. So the format for this evening is there's going to be 6 rounds in total. This is round 1. At Brands Hatch, we're going to have the same format as the real-life touring cars, where they had, well, back in the 90s, they had a sprint race, and then they had a feature race, which was effectively double the length of the sprint race. Now, the format I'm going to run for this, just to chuck up some interesting strategies, is there'll be qualifying in the sprint, but there won't be any qualifying in the feature race, and that is mainly because I'm going to use the same formula and reverse grid. So that will chuck up some strategies. All drivers in the feature race they've got all tyres available to them, be the racing softs, racing mediums and racing hards. But just as an added curveball, each driver must use the hard tyre for at least 1 lap. Now, it's going to create some the drivers will be relieved to know that, as much as everybody else knows, I love meddling with the weather, but as much as I tried, I couldn't get it to rain here, so there'll be a big sigh of relief now. So let's come out of that, and we'll get the lobby open so that they can all get in and get some practice, and we can see these, rather than the AI driving them, we can see them being driven in real life, driven in anger. But first of all, as many of you will know, we've had some collaborations with CCR, with the SAR community, and I can't begin to thank them enough. They've been absolutely fantastic and supportive, help, advice. We've been chatting into the early hours and just to get all this organised, and we've actually got, I believe it's 5, maybe 6. Well, it's definitely 6 altogether on the grid, and I can't begin to thank you guys enough. So that's SIR Racing, and if you look in the chat, I've actually pinned their Discord as a pinned message. So it's an absolutely brilliant community, same ethos as CCR, fair and clean. They run all sorts of championships. So if you like that sort of thing, just click on that Discord link and it'll take you straight to their community and you'll be welcomed. But without having said that, I can't do this all on my own. So I'm gonna have to. Well, didn't have to, but I've invited no one other than Sir Dream to help me on the comms. Are you there, Dream?
Hello, how are we?
Good evening, sir.
Good
So,
evening, mate.
yeah, great to have you along. So, right, so we'll get this. We'll just quickly get this lobby open, and then while they're practicing, I'm going to hand over the comms to you.
No.
I'm going to open it a bit early. I said lobby open at 7:30, but it'll give them all time. Unless you want me to wait till 7:30, do you?
I am absolutely fine with you, mate.
Okay, so well, what I'll
Whatever you
do
decide.
just the 3 minutes up to the. Let me just change that. Friends only, right? Um, so as you can see, Brands Hatch Indy Circuit is going to be used for the sprint race. 15 minutes, so I'd imagine 7 to 8 laps, maybe. It does say custom weather, but don't panic. As you can see there's no raindrops, so it's grid start with a full start check. I'm tempted. Do you think I should change that to a rolling start, Dream? Do you think that'd be more realistic?
Yeah, they normally do a rolling start under
Yeah, okay. I'm going to change
safety
it to
car.
roll. Yeah, on the safety car. So BOP is off. That's for these cars needed to be tweaked and tuned to be able to turn a road car into a race car. So visible damage is on, but there's no the light mechanical damage which will disappear, and there's no tyre wear on the sprint. It's just a straight sprint with using soft tyres. That's it. So they don't need to pit stop or anything like that. So there's going to be a 10-minute practice, 10 minutes qualifying, and then we should be good to go. So, well, we're just waiting for the room to. I'm going to open the room, and so if everybody's ready, I'm going to open the room. I know it's a little bit early going against the grain, but with it being the first event, I think the more practice they get, the better for me in my eyes. So. And we got 20 watching, Dream. Would you believe that? That is incredible.
It's
Thank
nice
you.
to see, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you ever so much for tuning in. I'm sure you're going to be provided with some absolutely top class racing and, yeah, edge of your seat stuff, I'd imagine, if it's anything to go by from the real touring cars. But so I'm going to open this room now. So in 3, 2, 1, let's get this room open and let's get these drivers welcome in. So, well, that's filling up. I'd like to hand over the comms to you, Dream, and just give us a bit more. You'll obviously be going through the drivers from your community, but just give us a bit of info on the SIR community and what you're all about and what your disciplines are and what you do. And so, over to you. I'm going to stay quiet and I'm going to have a smoke.
Thank you, Jimmy. Well, like you said before, got some absolute legends in the community, like CCR. Very, very same mindset. Help everybody grow, not only within the racing but as people. So basically, the ethos behind SIR is basically gentleman racing. That's what the SIR stands for. So we stand by that motto. Everybody's welcome. Everybody's treated with the same amount of respect. And fortunately, for the guys at SIR, that we've collaborated this over quite a short amount of time. I mean, we've only been together for just over 10 months now, so it's coming along quite nice. And we've got some absolute, genuine, kind-hearted guys in here tonight. Even the CCR guys I've had the pleasure of meeting over the last few weeks, getting to know everybody, some on a personal level, some not, all genuine. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the racing tonight. It's Brands Hatch. We all know what Brands Hatch brings. It's going to be close, tight, compact racing, and that's what our two communities are about, really. So this is going to be a really interesting one. We've just done that team versus team with CCR. We had the pleasure of sharing the track with them. This one is an all-out battle each driver for themselves. So a few of the guys coming in now. There's skins on your screen.
Are we just looking at the grid? Are we missing 1 or 2? I'm just trying to cross-check because it's got 13. I thought there'd be 15. Let's just go to the grid.
Go to the grid, yeah.
So we've got Playjacks. It's been that popular, and I sound a bit conceited saying this, but I'm struggling to keep up with the names. I don't want anybody to miss out. They should. Everybody's added me on the PSN, I would have thought. So let me just come out of this for a sec and go back to the grid. So, 14. So we've got one... Right, so if I read out...
one missing.
Okay, so if I read out the list for the driver entries, can you cross-reference it for me?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Here we go, race entry. Right, so we should have... We've got CCR Shadow GT. We've got in KZN Maximum. Matty Cake.
Yep, he's in, yeah.
Meccano.
He might be the bottom of the list. Yeah, he's there, yeah.
He's there. CCR Gold Star. He's in.
Gold Star's there.
Haydo. I haven't seen Haydo. Right.
Is he at the bottom, maybe? Because there's only 12 on the list. There we go. No, so it might be Haydo. There you go.
Right. Sir Dreading. I've not seen Sir Dreading.
Dreading's not there at the moment.
Do you want to get a message to Dreading?
I'll shoot a message out now, mate, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So it's what it is. It's Dreading and Haydo then. That's what it is. Oh, Darth Smorg. I've not... Oh, yeah, Darth Smorg's in. Sir Storm, that is... Yeah, Storm 53.
Storm,
yeah. We've got Lewis in. We've got Sir Skins. Yes. I say Sir, it's SIR, isn't it? Sir Skins, SIR. We've got Nomi, and we've got Dandy Dons. That's Martin. Okay, cool. We've got just one missing, so there's going to be 10 minutes practice, then 10 minutes qualify. So he's got 10 minutes, so it's fine. So let's get some cars on the screen, get the driver names off, get the information on. Right. So let me just catch up on the chat while these are practicing, and I'll scroll through the cars. So, Shadow says he's rejoining at a black screen. Loud mic, says Peter Griffin. Okay, well, sorry about that. So Shadow's back in now, so that's absolutely fine. I'm feeling a bit ill at the moment. If I leave, that'll be why. Okay, mate, no problem. Yeah, Peter Griffin, we're doing the Indy circuit for the sprint, and the feature's going to be on the GP. I can see the leaderboard, but if I go off track, it's just a black screen. Shadow, I'm going to restart PS5. Okay, well, Captain had this issue last night. That's weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be something to do with the new update. There's been a lot of bugs in the new one.
Shadow's still having issues. So let's go to Shadow. So can you leave the pits? Do I need to close the lobby and refresh it there? Do I need to close it and open it again? Will that sort it?
It might be on their end. If they leave the lobby and rejoin, it might work.
Yeah, but I think Shadow has said that he's... Yes, but I can't see. Oh, we can leave the pits, but it goes black. He's on a PS5, so I don't see what the issue is.
Can he leave the lobby and rejoin? Yeah,
he has. Yeah, leave the lobby, Shadow. Yeah, just... Yeah, that's strange. I'm not sure what's causing that, but typical GT7. We've done all our organising on our end, haven't we? And we've been scuppered.
We'll send them a bill, Jimmy. We'll send them a bill.
We should do. Yeah, they don't know our hourly rate, do they? And we've got
we'll
CCR.
As we go along.
We've got CCR Beastman in the house. The co-commentator is Dream. Ben, who unfortunately had a slight technical issue last time on Captain Stream, if you remember, that he couldn't. It was something to do with the broadcast settings. Johnny Rotax is in the house. Good evening, Jimmy and Dream. Is everybody else? Can I just... Yeah, be kind when I say this. Is my voice too loud? Because I can turn it down if that is an issue for anybody on the stream. I can knock it down a notch. Right. Right, that's down one notch now. Is that... I thought it was Dream. Right, so we've got 12. We've got three missing at the moment. We've got Dreading, Shadow, and Hado. But we know. I wonder if I can get a message to Hado. Let me just see if I can get a message to Hado. Because while we're still having issues, don't know why. I don't know why we're experiencing these issues. We haven't had an update. Well, it was a while ago, wasn't it?
Well, they released one for this new BOP change last week, and it's come out with quite a few bugs. But
oh, has it? Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's a pit lane exit.
Oh, Beastman's in the chat doing. Oh, we got Handy Pint in the chat as well. Sound is perfect. Is that after I've dropped it, Pint? Your volume is correct. The other guy is too quiet. Okay, yours is too quiet. So
okay, I'll sort that now.
Yeah. So mine's fine now. Thank you, guys. Yeah, we've got reserves. 13 shadows. Oh, shadows on track. Perfect. So okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, I've got reserves. Would you be able to organise this for me? Because I want to try and keep on the track on there. Dreading we need in, so that we're not too bad. I mean, we've got 13, but I want everybody to get a chance if they wanted to race. Cars look awesome, says Beastman. Oh, thank you, matey. So we've got father and son out. I'll go through that in a minute through practice. We've got the Vauxhalls out. This is a car. Send the reserves in. Yeah, well, look, if you're Ben, Handy Pint, if you want to jump in, I mean, we don't need it. I'm just give them a chance. Going to give them 5 minutes, see if they can get in. But any of you two free? Pint's primed and ready. Peter Griffin, just tell me who... It's Callum. Oh, cool. Wait a minute. Hang on. Yes, I am actually waiting for the lobby. Is it open yet? Right, hang on a second. He can't find the lobby. Does he need... that's strange. Right, I've got a message from Hado. Right, so Hado should be on his way. I don't know why he can't find it. So, this Masterfit Vauxhall here, this was a car, a livery done... Oh, no worries, Ben. This was done by CCR Beastman. Along with let's go through the grid. Woof, there's that many liveries now. I'm just trying to find the Volvo. A Darth Smorg. This is another livery done by Beastman. So thank you again, Ben, for your handiwork. I'm not free, unfortunately. I've done no practice and I have no setup on the car. We've been texting in DMs. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, okay, sorry. I'm trying to look at the... Where have you been? You mean in the server? In your... Okay. I'm trying to do all this at once. So waiting on you. Okay. Right, okay. Callum, have you got... Can you... So what car was Sir Dreading in? Right, that's what I need to find out. liveries. Sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Just looking through the list. Oh, right, okay. Right, Peter Griffin, if I'm a part of... Yes, okay, Peter Griffin, if you listen to... Obviously you listen to the stream, can you go on PS and search CCR Beastman and look in his gallery and you'll see a Honda livery, red and white, on one of these cars. Could you possibly download that? And if you can get in, do you have the setup ready? Oh yeah, liveries look nice all round. Right, so sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, thank you, Peter. That's brilliant, mate. So you've got the setup all good to go. Oh, cool. Right, so if it's CCR Beastman, and just search, or yeah, as Ben says, just search Btcc, and it should, or Jimmy Codger, it should come up. So if you can stick that livery on and get on the grid, you can take Dreading's place because it doesn't look like he's coming in. That'll be a massive help. So we'll have 14. So is anybody else free that's in the stream listening to the chat? Sorry about the delay, ladies and gentlemen. While we get this organised, I'll just run through the grid. So we've got Clayjacks here in Matt Neal's Halford's Auto Centre's Honda Civic. So he's in Camish. He's in Camish livery. So go well out there, Clayjacks. Was it a red and white Alpha? Yes. Yes, mate. Yes, Peter. We've got Matty Cake out in Andy Rouse. Right, okay. I wish people wouldn't mess with the liveries. Okay, so we've got Andy Rouse's Rapid Fit Mondeo. So we all know what Andy Rouse was like back in the day. We've got Shadow GT out in the Vauxhall Vectra Master Fit livery. Now these two, if you look at the grid, you've got KZN Maximum and Shadow GT. These are father and son, believe it or not, and this is their first team event that they've entered. So they're in the same team, so they're going to be, the father is representing John Cleland and Shadow is representing the young whippersnapper of James Thompson. So we can expect some fireworks from them. We've got Dandy Dons, who's running Tarquini's, or Derek Warwick's Alfa Romeo 155, I believe. So that's, yeah, go well up there tonight, buddy. And we've got CCR Gold Star, who's supposed to be in the BMW, not the Vauxhall. Gold Star, you've got the wrong livery on. That's going to mess the points up, mate. You're going to be scoring as BMW, but you have got the wrong livery on. But it's not a problem. Meccano is representing Will Hoy, as you can see there, in the the yellow and blue Toyota Renault Laguna. Love these liveries. And now we see Maximum, the other half of Team Vauxhall, in the Cleland livery in the Master Fit. And we've got KZN Dutch shouting "Go Maximum" in the chat. And we've got Sir Skins from the SAR community in the Julian Bailey's Toyota Carina back in the day. We have Darth Smorg in Rydell's Volvo, the S40. We have Lewis with Colin Turkington, his MG Rover. So I believe in real life Lewis works on these cars, so he'd be pleased with that. And that is your grid, so let's just leave on that. So let's just see where we're up to at the moment. Is it up? It's a Honda livery, yes. Right, okay. It should be, I think it's easier to find if you just go to Ben's CCR, go to his gallery, because it'll be in there straight away. It might, if you don't get the right one, it might be someone else's livery, so just... Right, Peter, go and search CCR Beastman in PS app, PS on the PlayStation. You know, you need to be friend. Right, I tell you what. Go into my gallery. You've got me as a friend, Callum. Yeah, okay. Are you in the car, Peter? Search. Go to content search in showcase. Let me just do this. Let me just come out of. Can I do this? No, I can't do it. Right. Go into content search in showcase. Click styles. Click the little checkbox that says for my current car, and you should see it. Failing that, if you've got me added as a friend, go into my gallery and download the Fina BMW. That's going to be quicker. I'd rather have that on the track if you can't find the Honda. So let me know what you've managed to download. So, times of the essence here, it's dragging on. I'm already 15. Well, I've not got a time limit tonight, but some of the guys I just could do with getting some. I'll give you 5 minutes, Peter. But we need to get this going, otherwise it's going to be dragging on a little bit, mate. So they've already had quite a lot of practice now. They've had 20 minutes practice. Some of us have football to watch, says Clay Jacks. Yeah, so time is of the essence. I mean, I know. I just need you to get a. Is it the Steve? Yes, that's the one, Peter. Cool. Download that and jump in the lobby, my mate. Happy days. Did I see? Sorry, Dream. Did I see Dreading join in then?
No, I believe that was Josh. Just leaving the lobby, mate.
Let me just come back out of that and let's just see. Oh, okay, right. So, make sure. So we've got 14. Yes, we just need.
I don't think Dreading's on. I don't think Dreading me come in tonight, mate.
No, that's fine. So if we can get. So if Peter's going to jump in, Callum's going to jump in the BMW. That'll be cool. It'll mess up. See, Gold Star should be in the BMW, not that Vauxhall. So for points reasons tonight, the points will go against BMW because they've got too many Vauxhalls. So just remind me of that, Dream.
Will do, mate. Will do.
So, well, hopefully we can get in, and then we get Peter in the room, and then we're good to go. So I do apologise for everybody that's watching. 24 watching. So, sorry, apologies for enduring the Codger jabbering and having I knew I was going to experience a few technical difficulties, but it is what it is. It's hard to organise a championship, but it's fine. It's cool. So, as we see, Clayjack's come in and he's got all his pit crew with the all dressed out in the same colours as the drivers, so that's working. I'm sure they won't be complaining about all this practice, will they, Dream?
No, it's always good to have extra time on the track. I did notice that the Helford's pit crew not doing any work. That sounds about right at Helford's, doesn't it?
Careful. So who's that? That's Callum that's just joining, isn't it? Peter,
yeah,
you're an
Callum,
absolute legend, mate. Thank you ever so much. So we're going to have the BMW on the grid, which is the Fina livery that Steve Soper run. So we'll give Callum a few. I will be complaining, and don't call my. You see, you've upset the driver now. You've said it, Dream. We've got the driver's defending his pit crew. So
that's good. It's a good job I'm biased, isn't it?
So let's have a look at some of these cars in close up now. So there's the Alfa Romeo, the Old Spice livery. And so we've actually got Tim Harvey's livery. Well, John Cleland actually drove this as well. So Goldstar might be a bit confused. He'll get overtaken by himself when he sees the BMW. I'm not sure why he's confused, because he did say he was running the BMW, but we'll get his livery delivered to him, ready for the next round. So we see Meccano there in Wilhoy's Renault Laguna. And one that we haven't seen on the track yet, I'm hoping to see as the other Alpha. And I should mention at this point, and here we are, brilliant Callum. When you see two people in one team, what I've decided to do for them is each driver will score individual points in each round, but if they're part of a team, as it'll be unfair for scoring double points, I've decided to reduce the points they score in the feature race to 50% per driver. So that will roughly equal one driver scoring points. So right, we've got everybody in the room, so they've had enough practice now. I do apologise for the delay, but it's not. It is what it is. So, Peter, I know you listen to the stream. You're gonna have to get qualifying underway. Just go out there, enjoy it, have fun. Oh, and Haydo's in the room. Right, we've got a full squad. Haydo, we need to get you on track. That's why I hadn't seen the Primera. So, can you just get them? Oh, you can't, can you? Right, so let's just double check. So I come out of this now, and as soon as Haydo's, look at that dream.
Amazing, mate. What a turnout we've got today.
It's so really is a pleasure to see that. So Haydo, all we're waiting for is Haydo to get in his car. We need Haydo, if you're listening to the stream, we need you to get in now into your car, and we're going to start quali. Witchell is in the house shouting champ in the chat, so I don't know why Haydo is isn't in his car. So we'll just see what's going on. Can't see why is he not entering his car?
If you ask him to green tick, he might.
Well, he's not. Yeah, he knows to enter. This is holding the lobby up. If he doesn't enter, I'll start. I don't want to start without him. I can't believe it. I've sent a message 3 times. I don't want to I feel like I get a bit stressed. Okay, happy days. Thank you very much, Haydo. Right, so if everybody's ready, let's get this qualifying started. So in 3, 2, 1, make sure you're on the soft tyres, everybody. I just saw the stream. Turkish. I just saw the stream. Sorry, mate. Right, so let's get this qualifying underway. Right now, we can relax a little bit, Dream. So, right, Thunderbirds are go. we got there. Oh,
we got there, mate.
We got there in the end. It was all going to happen. Right, so qualifying is now in progress. So, let's get some information on the screen. Display race info all, display driver names off. As we can hear the engines revving now, they're all desperate to get out of the pits. So let's when I run through the grid, Dream, will you do me the pleasure of giving some information on your drivers? I'll mention the drivers in our community. We're all one community, but I'll just give a bit of that information on them and then hand over to you. Is that okay?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. No, not a problem.
Happy days. Okay, so I'll start off with, well, I can only start off. Clayjax he's been a long-term member, and hopefully they're going to do a parade lap for us to show you all the cars going round. I'll just do this first. This is where they're going to be warming the tyres, ready for quali. So we've seen all the cars going around. This is absolutely fantastic. So I'll start with Clayjax, who is in the Kamish's Honda Civic. He has been a long-term member of CCR. He's been an absolute legend in the background. I was streaming last year. I do feature races where I meddle with the weather, and this guy has been instrumental in helping me with weather settings. He's so knowledgeable. Absolute pleasure to have you in the lobby, Clayjax. Go well out there tonight, buddy. So we'll move on to CCR Shadow GT, who's also been a long-term member of CCR community. A rapid guy. He'd probably hate me for saying that now. But he's been helping me in the background. He's given me all sorts of not so much testing, but setups, asking questions. He's a proper touring car fan, along with his dad. So go out there, Shadow. And we've got CCR Gold Star. Now this guy is what we'd class as an alien. He probably won't thank me for saying that. He's one of these racers that, as we see Shadow there in the background, sorry, just to quickly digress, that's what we like to see. He's given up on his quali lap, so he's pulled over off the racing line to let the guys pass. So going back to Gold Star, you could give this guy a shopping trolley and he would put it on pole round here. He just seems to get everything out of the car, and a little bit more. So I'm expecting some quick laps from this guy. I mean, I know there's a lot of strategy in the feature race, but we all know what you're capable of, Gold Star. So we'll go back to Matty Cake, who is another rapid guy. He's from the CC Sim community, CC Sim Racing, who also run multitude of disciplines and racing and groups. Yeah, he's also very knowledgeable, very fair, respectable. He's quick, so he's been looking forward to this. So go out there again, Matty. Have fun tonight, matey. So Meccano is also been a member of the CCR community. Swedish. So no surprises for guessing that he chose as he drifts it round. Oh, the corners there. So no surprise he chose the yellow and blue Wilhoy Laguna. So also another very good on strategies, very quick, but they're all respectable. I don't need to say that, they're all respectful. And we go down to PS UK Haydo as we catch him drifting it round there. What a move, Haydo. He's a member of the he's in our lobbies all the time, but the PS UK stands for Player Sport UK. That's Craig over at Player Sport, who streams on a Saturday and Sunday, sometimes in the week. He loves racing all sorts. Give him any car, as long as it's got 4 wheels, got an engine, you'll see Hado in it. And that rounds out the grid for our sort of community. So what I'll do, I'll go back to the top, Dream, and I'll start you with Dandy Dons.
Oh, thank you, Jimmy. Well, Dandy's one of the new guys. That's his co-name. We know him as Martin. He came along with. He's a friend of Lewis. We'll come to Lewis in a moment. But very humble guy, very fast, talented, natural racer. He also does go-karting.
Oh, right, okay.
In championships alongside Lewis. So yeah, very talented soul. I've had the pleasure of getting to know him over the last couple of weeks.
Happy days.
Yeah, really good. It's good to see some good guys coming through.
Go out there, Martin. So we'll go on to SIR Skins.
Wow, the legend, the myth, the man. It's Skins, one of the founders. We called him the Mad Scotsman. If he sees a gap and he can get his car in there, he will go. So he's one to watch definitely today. He does love a bit of Brands Hatch.
Oh, good.
As he goes off onto the dirt. A commentator's curse there. Sorry, Skins. Best of luck tonight, mate.
So we'll move down. Oh, sorry, I mentioned Darth Smorg. I forgot to mention Darth Smorg. He's a relatively new player to CCR and Captain's Lobbies. So if you're wondering who I'm talking about with Captain's Lobbies, that's Captain Colossus Racing, CCR, who streams every Wednesday, 7:10. All things well, if that goes ahead. Fantastic guy, good friend of mine. We've had numerous meetups. So head over there if you enjoy your Group 3 racing and feature races and burner races, he calls them, or burner rounds. So head over there, Captain Colossus on YouTube, on Instagram also. So sorry for the interruption there. We'll go on well, I don't need to any introduction to this guy, do I, Dream?
No, it's another founder at Sir Racing. Lewis was my tutor back in the day. I couldn't have done this without these guys, and Lewis has always been by my side. So big shout out to Lewis. He's also a go-karter. He's doing really well this season. He's placed second at the moment in his championship, and he's really trying to get first. He come second last year. So best of luck today, and best of luck in his championship coming up. So
superb.
Yeah.
And next on the list,
Captain. Well, what can I say about Captain? Genuine heart of gold. Again, he's another new guy to the community. He's learning the ropes. We like to call people either a sponge or a sieve, and he's definitely a sponge. Any information that you give this guy, and he takes it on board.
Good stuff.
He's been growing quite fast. So yeah, again today, just like to see him get some consistency in there and put some solid laps down today. Be cheering him on, definitely.
We'll move on to Storm.
Storm, he is the wise one. He's been racing stock car races in his youth, over 30 years I believe. So if it comes down to strategy and tactics, this is the man that's got the experience. So I'll be really interested to see where he comes tonight.
I'm sure some of these have got the wrong livery on. There's too many alphas, I think. Because Dandy Dons is in the. So we've got Captain in the Alpha, we've got Storm in the Alpha, and we've got Martin in the Alpha. So, as far as I'm aware, so yeah, that's a bit. Yeah, we'll have to. It's teething issues, but moving on, we'll go to Nomi.
Nomi. Oh, the party wouldn't be without Nomi. He's a character, a very genuine guy again. He's come up through the back of the pack. He's now fighting mid-pack at Sir Racing. He's done really well. He's managed to gain a lot of time in quite a short amount of time, to be fair. So again, he's smooth. He's calm, he's consistent, and he's also very wide to get by. So he knows where to put the car.
Brilliant. And we'll move finally on to Chad Alonso. Oh,
And Chad is a brand new.
Chad Alonso, sorry.
Yeah. Chad's brand new to the community. I think this is the first race that he's taken part in. So good luck to him. I'd like to see what he can do today. Just nice and consistent, and have fun out there. You know, everybody's here for fun. We're here for fun, and everybody watching at home is here for fun. So let's see what happens tonight, I guess.
That was good timing as we're approaching the final lap of qualifying. So at the moment, it's Clay Jacks who has now taken top spot. They're all on the final lap now, so he's knocked in a pole of 45.293. And there's only a tenth and a half between himself and Shadow. It looks like he can't better it, so this is looking like the grid. Matty Cake is in the pits, he's having a brew, thinks he's done enough in third place. But that's very close between Matty Cake. That's an impressive result to outdo Goldstar, but admittedly only 200ths of a second. Goldstar finds himself in fourth. Dandy Dons, aka Martin. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something about. Can you get a message out with these liveries? They're going to have to be in the right liveries for the next round.
I will do, mate.
Because we've got 4 alphas, I think. So what I'll have to do, I'll do the points as if they were in the right teams. But yeah, it's fine. KZN Maximum, very impressive there. The whole grid is separated. I'm on 6th place at the moment out of 15, and we're only up to half a second between them.
That's half a car's width. That's really good, guys. Well done.
It's ludicrous. So, well done, Maximum, for that. We've got Oh, I knew this would happen. I never do it. Dream. I never do it. I'll have to do it the proper way. I always run out of time. So, we're up to Maximum. But look at that. 8th before it jumps to a second. So, Meccano finds himself in 7th place in the Laguna. We've got Darth Smorg in 8th place. We've got Skins in 9th place in Julian Bailey's Toyota Carina. We've got Haydo bringing the Nissan Primera home in a very credible 10th place. Captain in 11th. And we've got Lewis in the MGs, one half of the MG team, along with Nomi, his teammate. So we've got Storm. What a great result for Storm in 13th. Only, yeah, that's brilliant. It's great to see how close they are. So we've got Nomi bringing it home in 14th, or qualifying, should I say. And we've got Chad Lonso, I love that name, in 15th place. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your grid. So come on, Dream, give us the countdown for the first one. Give us a count one.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we're go!
Let's go, gentlemen.
Right. Hold on to your hats, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be, yeah, I should say, just be careful of T1. It's not one on T1, lap 1. It should be better with a rolling start, to be honest. As we see the horns blaring. Let's hope this all starts now. So we get the driver names off as Clayjacks leads the field away. Just coming down now onto the Brabham Straight for the start finish. So.
And we're off.
Oh, and we're off. So. Weaving the tyres gets from there, so coming round Paddock Hill Bend now. That's a really, really dodgy place when you're full race pace. The gravel trap comes into play there, so this will be hammer down, full throttle now. So they're coming down now through Druids, Graham Hill Bend at the top now, coming up. And then they'll be coming up the Cooper Straight and then coming down Pilgrim's Drop now, which is a long straight. So this, once they're in race pace... Oh, sorry, I'm getting confused. No, this is still the Cooper Straight, but this is the sprint circuit. So they'll be coming back up to Clark Curve. and to come back down the Brabham Straight for the second, for the start finish. So now they're up to full race pace. So Clayjax he's managed to pull a second as you see him streaking into the distance there. As we see Matty Cake going for a move on Shadow GT.
Oh,
nicely
beautiful.
done. What a move. Yeah.
Oh, look at the respect on track there. Nice space given to.
Yeah. Shadow's not letting that go. He's coming straight back at him. This is close stuff. Now, Gold Star is making the most of this. You can see him in the background. There, he's trying to... Oh, there's a bit of contact between Shadow and Gold Star, but it's all good. And that brings the... oh dear. It started. That brings Cleland and Thompson right next to each other now. So, yeah, this is where... Yeah, okay. There's Thompson... Yeah,
this is the father and son battle.
This is the father and son battle now, and in real life, these two were absolute feisty on track. There was no team well, there was team orders, but they basically just ripped them up and threw them out the window on lap 1.
They didn't listen, yeah.
Hopefully, they behave themselves as we see. Let's go on board a little bit with Maximum and see what he can see. So he's there. He's putting his nose up there. He's letting Shadow. He's letting his son know that he's not giving up. So as we see what speed they're coming down the straight here, I tried to get this as realistic as I could with the tuning. So 130. That's not. That's not too bad. That's pretty realistic. So can Maxim? Can John Cleland get on the back? He had a bit of overspeed there. He's looking at it. So let's come out of that view now and don't put him under any pressure. As we see, Meccano he's just sitting there waiting for this battle royale to kick off and see if he can make any headway. And we've got Darth Smorg running the Volvo S40 livery of Ricard Rydell. As you see him just get on a little bit loose.
Be careful with that grass on the inside there. You can lose the back end quite easy in these cars.
Yeah, definitely. To get you a bit of dirty tyres, which you don't need. Hopefully you can scrub it off before the next corner. And Skins there. So we've got Skins and PSU K Hado, aka I Yellow, in the Nissan Primera back in the day. And David Leslie also drove it. These drivers you find swapping teams quite a lot. So this is a good battle going on here. So we'll go further down the grid and let's see, we've got Lewis in 11th place. He's closing up on, he's got a little bit of a gap between himself and Captain. So it's sort of spread out a little bit, but you'll get points up to 12th place. But it's not all about the points, it's taking part that counts. And we've got Captain here just coming back onto the start finish straight for start his next lap, start lap 6. So 45.3 in a race pace, Dream. That's impressive, isn't it?
And just flicking through the guys there taking on board, they're on solid laps, they're qualifying laps, they're on them laps, so doing very well out there today already.
Yeah, and
it's looking good.
Clayjax has really put the hammer down here. He's coming here to mean business. He's not messing around. So he's pulled out.
Very consistent driver. Very consistent.
Look at his lap times. 45. Yeah, 45. Mid 45s all the time. So we've got Matty Cake, who's got. He's not going to give up. Oh, as we see a bit of action here with Matty Cake and Gold Star out. This Gold Star's looking at this because all points matter. But it's going to mix the grid up because the next round is going to be a reverse grid. So what I could do with you doing, Dream, if you could be a star, is if I take a picture of the finishing positions, read out those in order for me when I do the feature. Makes it a bit easier. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, of course.
So Gold Star there is not letting Matty Cake get away, but we've also got Shadow, who's making the most of this as we see Gold Star thinking about a move here. He was having a look there as he got the run down. This is a critical corner to the lap. He's got the overrun. But Matty Cake's not, he's a very clever racer as Gold Star has run wide.
A bit wide.
Yeah, but if you keep the inside line there, it's very hard to go around the outside of Druids there. It's crazy. The car naturally wants to drift wide there, so if you're on the outside line already, but he's coming under real pressure, is Gold Star now, from Dandy Dons, who's because of his wide exit on that corner, but Dandy Dons has picked up a half a second penalty. We've got Adam Barth, good friend of mine. Welcome into the chat, Adam. Currently on safety car duty over at CC Sim Lamborghini Pro Series. So sorry I can't join tonight. Good luck everyone, and well done Jimmy for putting on such a great series. Legend, mate. I've met Adam. You're right. He used to race the Mighty Minis. He's a great on comms. We will see him feature, I'm sure. But his favourite car is the Nissan livery, the Nissan Primera Dream. That's his.
Okay.
It's a great.
Beautiful.
It's simple, isn't it? But it's really effective. So let's just go back up to this battle now, as Gold Star managed to do anything. So he's in, but Maximum is not giving up. So we know the pace that Maximum's got. So but Shadow meanwhile is putting Matty Cake under real pressure here. But see the overtaking point into Druids, as we see there, Matt is keeping the inside line, but that gives Shadow, if he can keep, he's just managed to lose it just on the curbing there, which is going to slow him down a little bit. But this track, there's only a couple of overtaking spots. Matty knows that. So yeah, great to see defensive driving.
That's one thing that you've touched on there, Jimmy, is this track is all about trying not to let the leader get away, and too much battling will allow that to happen. You've just seen there where it's gone from 2 guys battling, now there's 3, because there's a lot of moves being made and people looking. That can make the pack close up very quickly here. So this could turn into a 4-car battle quite quickly.
As we see, Matty Cake's taken the defensive line. He's quite entitled to do that, but if anybody's going to overtake there, he's going to make him go the long way round, which is difficult. So Shadow's there going to have to think of another way around Matty Cake. Now I think if he gets a good drive out of the next corner onto the Clark curve and onto the main straight, but the trouble with that is if he goes down the inside, he's got the move done. What a move from Shadow there to move himself up into second place. But that's a fair move. But Matty Cake is now going to have the overspeed, so it's roles reverse. So Shadow is going to make Matty Cake. But Gold Star has closed right up on the back of Matty Cake here. So this is a 3-car battle here for second place. So this is all hotting up at the front. But there's still 7 minutes to go of this. So if this is what we're going to be treated to, Dream, this is going to be we're going to be worn out by the end.
Race. Yeah, you're going to get tired very quickly as you're commentating like this. Again, then that 3 guys now, it's going to turn into 5, I believe, very shortly.
But just to pick up on what you were mentioning earlier, with the battling going on, giving the people ahead chance to pull away, Clayjax has now opened his lead up to 7.5 seconds.
Yeah.
So
very
he's
smart,
really,
like I said,
he's
very,
rubbing
very
his hands
consistent
there.
driver. Yeah.
So this is going to be the battle. So I don't want to focus too much here. There's these 3 here. This is the battle royale at the moment. But Gold Star Matic, so he's got Maximum and Martin right behind him. So we've got Vox. Well, it should be BMW, but Alfa Romeo versus Vauxhall. So this is hotting up. This has been a really tense battle for the whole race here. So let's just see now. There's a couple of groups. So let's go further down the grid. But all the lap times, Dream. Look at this.
Yeah.
Very
good.
46. The pole was a 43.5, I think, and Clayjax has actually gone quicker in the race than he did on pole. But they're all setting within. To be within 2 seconds of Clayjax is quite honestly phenomenal, mate. He's an absolute speed demon at times. But here is the Nissan Primera I was on about, with PS UK Hado at the wheel. I do like this livery. I can't be biased, but This is
It is really nice. They all are. It's an amazing job that what the guys have put together, and yourself, Jimmy. I must say that. It's such a good event. A lot of planning going involved. So, yeah, credit where credit's due, mate. Amazing job.
You're a good mate. Yeah, you're too kind, mate. I mean, I'll take the compliment any day. But yeah, I get, because of my job, I don't get chances much to race now. So you'll see me in the background doing liveries, and I'm, believe it or not, I mean, I can talk. I know that, but I've seemed to have found my forte. But I never thought for a million years I'd be doing streaming. But people seem to enjoy it, Dream. So if that's the case, I'm not going to deprive them of something they like, and I take great pleasure in, because of my motorsport background and marshalling. I don't know whether I touched on that. I used to marshal. Last time I saw these liveries out, when I was wearing an orange suit on Cascades at Alton Park up in Cheshire, which is where I'm from. So it takes great pleasure for me. I get a lot of pleasure out of running these events and giving the guys something to get the teeth stuck into, guys and girls, and I get a lot of pleasure out of it, Dream, as you'll probably appreciate from running events as well.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's like-minded people, like you said before. Everybody here is a very keen into motorsport. They love it, and again, the communities are good. And the talent within, as you've touched on with the lap times and how close everybody is, and respectful on track. You know, these guys are no slouches, none of them. So this battle is now turning into. Is this back markers? I believe. Is this back markers being caught up here?
With Clayjacks, no. This is Clayjacks. This is so we're going back down to.
So that battle.
Oh, it could be. That'll be an alpha. This is what's confusing me, see, because of the liveries. That'll be a back marker. Yeah. So being caught up by Shadow. So at the moment, Thompson has outdone Cleland. So. Yeah, Cleland will be banging the steering wheel furiously, and he won't let that go. So I think it's going to be all guns blazing in the feature. So it's 1-0 to the Sun at the moment. If this is how it carries on, I'm sure they're laughing in the. I'm sure they're laughing in the. Oh, we forgot to get the drive. Yeah.
Four-way. This is a four-way battle now.
What I'll do, I'll do what we said earlier in the chat. I'll do it in between the races. I'll take a chance with. Look at this here. So let's go on. Oh my word! So let's go on board with Matty Cake, and look at this. Look at the view he's got. He's got Gold Star. I would not like that. Gold Star.
Being hounded by Gold Star.
Hounded. But then, as we see, Gold Star is now going to go for a move through Paddock Hill Bend, but he's thought wise of that, because you can easily run wide there, as he's got that's a back marker behind him there. So then we've got Maximum right behind, so the back markers should be trying to get out of the way if they can, but that move didn't pay off, so let's come back out of this view.
That's Dandy behind in P5. This is
oh, it isn't a battle.
Yeah,
you're right. Yeah, this is what's confusing me. As we see Martin there taking advantage of Gold Star running wide now. That's good. He's got a double toe coming through Clark Curve back onto Bradman Straight here. Now this, holy moly.
This is Brands Hatch, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to heat out the last couple of laps.
This is what we wanted to see.
Oh, side by side, Gene. Side by side.
Let's go back up to Gold Star. Has he managed to get the move done on Matty Cake? He has, into Druids. Yes, into Druids. I'm getting caught up with this.
It's almost too quick, isn't it?
Slow
down, guys. You're going too fast for us in the commentary box.
Yeah, this is crazy. It'll be a bit easier in the GP because we'll get a bit more time. But at the moment, Gold Star, as we see, Clayjacks has taken the win in the feature race. Right, I need to jot these. I'll take a screenshot of the results. I will be doing all the points. I will be producing a driver's points table and a manufacturer's points table, which will be on Discord and Instagram. So we've got the chat firing up here. I'll let these drivers come over the line and then we'll go through the results as we speak. It's a good job I didn't try and do it, wasn't it? I would never have done it. So we're going to take a picture of that as we see Clayjacks take it a pole position, clean race and victory, clean sweep. Well done, Clayjacks, for the win in the first sprint race in round 1 of season 2 of the Codger Btcc. So let's get the results. I'm going to save the replay first of all because I always forget. So
well done, gentlemen. What a race!
What a race! So I'm going to get a screenshot of that quickly, so I know that I have to work out the liveries that they should have been in. Right. So if you can do this, if you can get a shot of these, and then that'll help me out massively, mate. So we've got Ben. Let's just quickly go into the chat. Awful start from next marker at home. Yeah, I will say this: back markers. I mean, the flag rules should be on, but the back markers. If you see a car, if you're in 12th place, and you see the guy in pole behind you, please don't. I know you're in your own race. But do not hold up the leaders. I know all points matter, but yeah, I'll just mention that. Yeah, we're getting a few comments in. Matty Cake, sorry, trying to defend as fair as I could. No, Matty, it was a thrilling race to watch, mate. We got Ben in the chat. Absolute dominance from Clayjacks so far. So right, let's get on to the results. So we got Clayjacks taking the win with CCR Shadow GT, aka James Thompson, part of the father and son duo. I got Goldstar coming home in 3rd place, with Matty Cake closely followed. Closely following in 4th place. We've got Dandy Dons, Martin in the Alpha coming home in 5th place. We've got KZN Maximum, aka John Cleland, coming home in 6th place. We've got Will Hoy and Meccano in 7th place. We've got Darth Smorg in Rydell's Volvo. In 8th, we've got Sir Skins in Julian Bailey's Toyota Carina. We've got Lewis in the MG Rover from Colin Turkington. Okay, so we've got a 1 minute penalty, so I'm not sure where 1 second penalty. Not sure, they mustn't have served it before. Okay, so that's for Haydo. In the Nissan Primera, we've got Sir Nomi in the other MG from Anthony Reid. In 12th place, Storm 53 in 13th place. That's a great result for Storm. We've got Chad Lonso. I love that. And he's a reserve driver that's come in at last minute, got 14th place. What a result. And Sir Captain in 15th place. So have you got that?
Yeah, look. Yeah, I've got them, mate. I'd just like to shout out the times. Look at them. They went a lot quicker in that, didn't they?
Hold on a minute. Fastest lap we need to get. So let me just get a pen. I'm sure I had a pen here a minute ago. Might have got a picture of it. So 2 seconds.
Yeah, well done, gentlemen. That was really good. I mean, everybody was within a lot of battles. I think everybody knocked a lot of time off their quality there. Captain there at the back, unfortunate. Very fast lap though, so it'd be interesting to see what happened to him.
Yep. Now you
or
won't
hear
be...
what happened to him later.
Yeah, I'm going to... No tyre wear in the sprint, Matty. It's just a sprint, as it says. So I'm going to load up the... I'm going to load up the feature race now. If you want to get... I'm going to load up this feature race, so if ever have a practice, get a drink, have a toilet break. I'll give you 10 minutes practice. Or somewhere around 5-10 minutes practice. If everyone wants a toilet break, get a drink. So I'm going to load up the feature race now. You'll be relieved there's no weather. So let me just change the event settings. And I'll run through the feature race. I'm going to just make sure that's set by host.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm going to have to ask everybody to...
Hang on a second. I'm going to have to do it to... Practice... Oh, is this going to change the way?
You have to close the lobby and reopen the lobby, Jimmy. And set it to host.
Ah, okay. No worries. No, I don't have to close the lobby.
Okay, if you click on the crown and you go over, you might be able to set it by host. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's this that changes it. But this is... Let's see what this does now. Yeah, see, with the weather, you see, it's changed it. So if I change it... No, it's not laps. Wait a minute. No, it's practice endurance race, isn't it? That's what it is.
There you go.
30. Brands Hatch... Oh, I'm going to have to... Yeah, because it does this. If you do... Yeah, okay, Brands Hatch, GP... Right, okay, 30 minutes. We'll leave it on preset weather. It's not going to rain. I'm not going to go through that. Rolling start. Set by host.
Set by host.
Yeah, BOP off. Blah, 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 blah. 63, 399. Yeah, that's right. Where's... Right. Usable tyres. All. Okay. Required tyre change. Hard. I will run through that. Right, okay. So, yeah, they know the rules. Shortcut penalty weak. Flag rule. Pit lane is on. Flag rules are on. So that'll get them the blue flags. So that is ready to go. 100 seconds, that's right. 90 set by host. Yeah, we'll have it at... we'll have it in late morning. Right, okay. So change event settings. Right, so what I will do, I will run you through what you need to do here. Oh no, hang on a minute. I need to edit the event settings, but I'll have to do it again. I didn't put the tyre wear in, so they'll see it live being put in. Right, bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I knew I hadn't done something. Sorry about this. They were going to get off lightly then, weren't they? Right, so we're going to have this on there. So this is where they'll all be watching the stream now and going, "What's he doing? Don't go any further." Right, so I'm going to set this as a trial. So we're going to have that at... I'm going to have it at... Ooh, yeah, we'll have it at 8. Right, okay, so change event settings. Right, so the tyre wear is at ×5, and the fuel rate is at ×4, fuel usage, okay? So the procedure for this race is they can use whatever tyres they want. There won't be any quali, so they're just going to go out practicing now. So let's get the information off the display that, and then driver names off. So let's go on one of the cars that's out. So we'll go out to Clayjacks. So what they'll be doing now is they'll be gauging what the wear is like on the tyres. As you'll see, a mix of tyres now. So the rules for this is it's just going to be practice, because it's going to be a reverse grid from the feature race results. So the man you're looking at on screen at the moment will be starting at the back of the grid. So because he came pole, he won the race. So this is where it gives the guys that weren't quite on the pace, and it's, I certainly wouldn't be on the pace, but it gives them a chance to get a good result starting at the front of the grid. So all tyres are available to them: the racing softs, the racing mediums, and the racing hards. Now the stipulation is you must you must use the hard tyre at some point during the race for a minimum of 1 timed lap. So that will be your out lap. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. Your out lap, then another 1 timed lap, because your out lap isn't timed. So that's all you have to use it for. If you want to use it for more as part of your strategy, that's fine. 15-minute race, Beastman says. Have I made it 15 and not 30? Let me just check that. Nope, 30-minute race. I think that's right, 30-minute race. Yeah, that's right, rolling starts. Preset weather, blah, 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 blah. Yes, that's all alright. We're nearly exited then. So 3 laps. Ben, Ben, can you elaborate what you mean in the chat? Because you're confusing me now. This is set up as a race, 30 minutes. It was the last race still showing up. Right, so that's what Ben meant. Cool beast, man. Nice one, buddy. Oh, 3 laps. Oh, Ben, stop giving the information away. You know what? Here we go. We've got we've got Ben giving information in the chat here. Oh, here we go.
He can't help himself.
He can't. he's a strategy whiz. He's our beast, man. He's won some races on some out of the box strategies. I tell you what, let's get the information. I get the information on the screen now, just so we can get a gauge. But during the race, the dashboard that you see on the screen will not be on. Mainly because I know how competitive the grid is. Some people will be watching the stream and getting a heads up on what other people are on, and seeing and it adds to our excitement as well, don't you think, Dream?
Yeah, it does. We can tell almost with how people are driving and lap times. We should be able to tell what tyres they're on. I'm looking forward to see the different types of strategy here today, actually, because Brands Hatch is one of those that, if you can form a good plan, it can carry you quite far with a lot of mistakes or awareness issues or something like that. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this one. This one's the big one.
Yeah, and it's
I just want to make sure all the drivers are ticked in so we can set the grid.
That's right. Yeah, you don't leave your car, or if you're going to go for a toilet break, whatever you want to do, go for a smoke, whatever you want to do, please stay in your car, as Dream said then, because we can set the grid then. If you're not in your car, we can't put you on the grid. Oh, wasn't that nice to see there? We saw Meccano there in the Renault Laguna. They're not qualifying, but they're practicing, so he's just... Obviously, people want to practice at full pace. So he just pulled over, got out of the way of one of the fast guys here. So they've just done a 15-minute race on this, so we'll give them another couple of minutes. No, we'll give them the 10, as I advertised, because they'll want to test all different tyres. So it gives us a chance to have a bit of a break. But yeah, this is going to be a headache for me, and it's sorting out what liveries they should have been in. And the points. So I might need your help with that, Dream, if you don't mind.
No worries, mate. We'll sort it out. We've got that ticking sheet we can fall back on.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, this is going to be really, really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it.
We'll just go on board with John Cleland here, aka Maximum, and just run you through the lap, just to give you an idea. So they're coming down. Pilgrims drop now up to Hawthorns. Now this is a really good overtaking zone, and through he's going to be going through Dingledale, yeah, and then this complex here. There's going to be some moves made here, but this is another good move coming down to Sterling's here as he goes around the tight left-hander, back onto Clearways, which is the last straight before the final corner, coming onto Clark Curve. Now I expect to see some moves at the end of Clearways. There's plenty of overtaking spots on this track, but what do you need to overtake, Dream? Power. So there will have to be... It's a fine line balancing. Do you burn your fuel to go for an overtake, or there's going to be a lot of interesting calls, as like you said earlier.
Yeah, it's also going to be the battling. As we saw in race 1 around the Indy circuit, it's wise not to battle too much. These guys are all experienced, so it's going to be all strategy. I mean, we can only guess and wonder, but yeah, like you said, it's going to be. You're going to have to plan your overtakes, get on that power early, especially in the corners that you just mentioned. It's always tricky here in dirty air, mind you, so they're going to really have to look out for that on some of these sweeping corners.
Yeah.
I know down the back of Dingle Dell and Sheen Curve, that can catch you out quite bad over that right-hand curb. So,
And
yeah, it's gonna be,
also coming out of Stirling's, you can run wide on the grass on the right-hand side if you're not careful.
Yeah, there's not much forgiveness at Brands. You can end up on the grass or end up on the gravel track. So
as we just see Shadow coming, this is one of my as we see Shadow there. That corner is an absolute nightmare. I'd probably say it's one of the hardest corners on the circuit, and that's coming out onto the Graham Hill Bend, coming out of there onto the Cooper Straight, exiting onto Pilgrim's Drop. You can't apex that standardly. You have to. It's almost like a double apex, but you don't really want to go too close to the curb because it'll make you run wide on the exit, and it's so hard to judge. So I think a lot of time you'll see a lot of moves as we see cars getting on the grass there. So yeah, as we see go on board with Shadow here. We'll go on board with a lap with Shadow. I'm sure he won't mind as he's coming through Paddock Hill Bend here, back onto Brabham Straight. And he's coming. So he's not at 130. Yeah. So Shadow's on the testing the hards at the moment. So Paddock Hill Bend here. That's another one that you've got to be careful here. Now Druids is another overtake. As we saw in the last race, is a potential overtaking place. And here also now, as we see Shadow come through Graham Hill Bend onto the short straight here. Now we'll see how Shadow takes this. Yes, so you want to sort of apex late and just be patient on the throttle. Yeah, it's very hard to get right. So
yeah, so basically on that corner there, like you say, it's a double apex, but also a late one. There is a little trick to that corner. If anybody is watching the stream, there's a little white line. If you're on board with a driver, you'll be able to see that just past the apex, that is your power on point in 90% of cars at this track. So it's really key to watch that. Be patient.
We'll go on board. We'll go on board with Storm, and you can just talk us through. You can. So he's coming through Paddock Hill Bend now into Druids. So if you can point this out, it's maybe helpful.
Yeah, of course. So basically, you keep a nice tight line there. That's an attack the apex. This one here, you come wide, down a gear, you have to hook up to the curbs, both sides, ride the outside curb a little bit. And it's really important here not to brake too hard, stay wide, wait, and then wait until you hit that white line, if you saw it there, and then as soon as you hit that white line, you roll on the power to get that drive all the way up Pilgrim's Drop.
So they've had 10 minutes practice now, so this is... I'm just going to put a message in the chat. Oops. Stay in... Is it just me that talks when you're typing?
I do it all the time.
Yeah, it's hilarious, isn't it? Right, so now I'm going to set the grid, starting grid. Right, so this is where you come into your help the Codger. Well, I can do the first one. That's easy. So.
Okay, so do you want to go from bottom to top or top to bottom?
Yeah, top to bottom. So second place. Okay. Yeah.
So first place will be captain.
No, sorry. Just give me the finishing positions of the sprint, and then I can do that. So Clay Jack's won, so he's at the bottom. So Shadow came second.
Yep. So P2 will be Shadow.
Right. So that's 14th. Yep.
Then we've got P3, which is Gold Star.
Yep.
Then P4 is Matt.
Matty Kate was P4. Cool. Hang on a second. So that's. Yep.
And then P5, we've got Dandy.
That's a great result for Dandy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's brilliant. Well done, mate. Yeah, that's good.
So
I think everybody did well, to be fair. All the times are very, very, very close.
Yeah. So we got 6th place.
Then in 6th, we're going to have Max.
John Cleland. That was a good result for John. So that puts him there. Yep. Okay.
And then we're going to have Mac next.
Meccano. Right, so that's above Max. Yes.
Then we've got Darth.
Yep. Yes.
Then we're going to have Skins.
Wow, this is... So Skins is above Darth. Yes. Yep.
Then we have Lewis.
Yep. Yes.
Then we're going to have Hado.
Yep. Yep.
Nomi.
He's going to love this, isn't he?
Oh, that was a good result.
Yep.
Then we're going to have Storm.
Yep.
And then we're going to have Chad. And then we're going to have Captain
So,
in pole.
sorry, who's on pole?
Captain's in pole. Chad
Is in
so
second.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
That's right, is it?
Yep.
What a...
Well done, guys.
Thank you ever so much for cooperating there. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen watching, but this makes it a very fair... it mixes the grid up. It gives everybody a chance to score points. So that's 10 minutes practice, which they've had quite a long time now to gauge the tyres. So if everybody can choose the tyres they want to start on, I'm just going to put... choose, because not everybody's watching the stream, so put so if everybody has got, I'll give them a, give them about a minute. So this is going to be a 30-minute race. Beastman in the chat, let me just catch up. Sorry, I've neglected the chat while I've been doing that. So it would be 2 laps more. See, Ben's got the chat live now. He's got the chat fired up with the strategy. What a legend. So Beastman's in the chat here saying this is going to be nuts. Orbulator is saying get a keyboard. Yeah, Codger with a keyboard. I'll end up. Yeah, if it links to those replays, mate, yeah, you'll end up getting something else on the replay, but it won't be GT7. But yes, you're right, I should get a keyboard, but I'm old school, aren't I? So sorry, buddy. So if it's bored everybody. So I know
if
we're running a little.
Don't fix it, Jimmy. If it works, don't fix it.
Yeah, you're right. So if everybody is ready, I'm going to get this race underway. So let me just go back to the starting grid. So this, so we have captain on pole. So your top 3 are captain, Chad Lonso, Storm, Nomi, and followed by Hado, Lewis, Skins, Darth Smorg, Meccano, KZN Maximum, aka John Cleland, Dandy Dons, Matty Cake, and Goldstar, Shadow, and Rastley, Clayjacks. So if the I've missed out. I tell you, we'll get them after the race if we can. I know we weren't going to do it, but we'll try it. So if everybody's ready, I'm going to start this race in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get the feature race underway.
Good luck, gentlemen.
Yeah, good luck. Keep it clean. That's a bit of a waste of time with touring cars, isn't it? Yeah, you do know this is a non-contact sport.
I've heard that. I've heard that. Yeah, somewhere.
Right. So let's get the race info only. Driver names off. As we see, captain taking the grid away through Clark Curve.
That's going to be really interesting because they're all starting on different tyres here.
Yeah, so good luck. gentlemen, everybody have an absolute belter of a race. So look at the whole grid. Look at that. Do you see that in one shot? Making their way through Paddock Hill Bend for the first time. So I think with the rolling start, it takes away the whole grid coming into T1, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah. Some people are still.
So I'm going to go to the back of the grid briefly, as we see Clayjax has already passed before turn 3. Look at this. This is all the. This is yeah. These are what we call the fast. I mean, I'm not saying anybody isn't fast, but we've got. Oh my word! Here we go. We're at it already.
Got 2 wide coming down Pilgrim's Drop already.
Guess who it is? It's father and son.
That's it again.
So this time, Maximum has outdone Thompson. So I knew he'd be out for revenge in this one. So yeah. So I don't know if there's any team orders. I'd imagine not. But no.
Well, it wasn't in the first race, Jimmy, so I don't think there'd be some in the second.
You're right. But I think Nomi must. As we see, Goldstar has had an off. Now, if I missed that, I don't have replays. But what I do stipulate here, if you go for a move, and you do end up accidentally, not on purpose, knocking a car off, then just pull over and give the place back. As we see, Clayjax has come into the pits to get rid.
Oh, interesting.
Right, so Clayjax has come into the pits.
So he's ditched them hard tyres already, so now he's going to switch over.
Yeah. Oh, as you see, we get it loose there. He's got cold tyres, so luckily. So he needs to get some heat in those tyres. So let's go back up to the front. As we see, Captain has pulled out a 3.5 second lead over Chad Lonso, who is running the Honda, the BMW from Steve Soper. This is one of my favourite. Love this. He's been really attacked. He's been hounded now through Dingle Dell by Haydo. Thought better of it. Just having a look, but I just saw Matty Cake in the background. So let's go on board with Matty Cake and see. So we've got Andy Rouse's Mondeo here, rapid fit. Now he's done really well. By the end of coming up to midway to lap 2, Matty was, really quite at the back of the grid. So he's made his way up to 5th already. As we've seen him, there's a bit of contact coming through Clark Curve there, coming back onto the start finish, coming up to Paddock Hill Bend. So can he get the overrun here? We'll just stay on board with Matty for a minute.
Oh, he's holding the defensive line there, beautiful.
There's a Laguna from Will Hoy, runs wide, so this could give an opportunity to Callum. Oh my word, this is...
Wow.
But how much respect was shown there. This is brilliant. I'm going to come out of this view for a minute. This is a battle royale heating up here. So let's go back to Dandy Dons, who finished a credible 5th place in the sprint, who's already found himself back to 6th in the feature on lap 3. Now, we're not seeing what so the fastest lap at the minute, Dream, is a 1:29. So we'll use that as an indicator, shall we? Because we don't know what tyres they're on. So Dandy Dons is setting 1:30s. So,
interesting strategy, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh,
as we see, the Laguna's taken a bit of a wide, but he's joined track safely. He's very respectful, is Meccano, but that's given. Here we go. That's given Dandy Dons or Martin a chance to close up the gap as he takes another spill into the gravel. So he's lost that place now. So Dandy Dons is really challenging Chad Lonso here, aka Steve Soper. But Meccano has got a double toe here. I'd love to go on. Look at this, 3 abreast. What a move! What a move!
Well done.
To get that move done through Druids, Meccano, well played, and the other two, and Chad Lonso and Dandy Dons.
Yeah,
great
they
respect.
were smart there. Yeah.
Sorry for the full
good.
Murray Walker, but what a move.
But you see how this battling now is now bringing this massive pack. It's coming back into the fight now. This
Clay
is
Jackson,
what Bronze is
I
all
noticed.
about.
Sorry, in the chat, Ben has just pointed out something. I mentioned it was one timed lap. Clay Jacks has only done his out lap on the hards. He didn't come across the finish line. It's a minimum of one lap. He hasn't done a full lap, has he?
That's true. The stewards might need to look at that, unless he can quickly dive into the pits and put an extra lap on the tyre.
Yeah, see, Ben's pointed that out. I did pick up on that. It's needed to do one.
Oh, we've got an off.
Oh, we've got an off. As Meccano has taken a spill, be careful. Here he goes. Yeah, he won't be.
No, that was okay.
Green flags, brilliant. Well rejoined Meccano, but that's put him back down to 10th place. Yeah, Clayjacks, if you're listening to the stream, I don't think you've done one lap on the hards.
Bit of respect there, see, let him through, letting him back on the track. Beautiful job, beautiful.
I don't want
Good to see.
I don't want to be too harsh on the first race, but if for everybody it's one timed lap, so you must. Because you don't come across the start line, do you?
Not on your out lap, no.
I mean, I tell you what, for this race, I will. Right, the only thing, yellow flag for. So the only thing I can do, to be fair, and that's what this community is all about. It's a brand new championship, and it's a brand new car, and the rules. So what I'm going to do on this occasion, he has used his hards. I'm going to let him off with a caution, and people are getting used to it, but it must be. I'm going to put a message in chat. Hang on a sec. Wait a minute. We might have to add a couple of seconds to his time, but I don't know whether it's not. I don't know what to do about it. But what would you do? Any advice?
I think it should be at the end of the race. I think it'll be looked at by the stewards, maybe, Jimmy.
I don't.
But like you say, it's a brand new season. I mean, he has done pretty much a lap, maybe. Yeah. It's the first one.
It's the first one. I'm going to let it go on. I mean, it's just a shame it's one of the quick guys, but 1 minute penalty, says Ben in the chat. We've got all the penalties coming in here. If you start on the hard, you have to do 2 laps. If you pit for the hards, you need to do 3 laps. No, 2 laps. So if you pit
from the start,
your first lap is your out lap. Oh no, Ben's right, because you're gonna do 3 laps, because it's gonna be your in lap. Yeah. 30-second penalty for Ocon, glowing gold says. Right, so I'm just going to get this message done. Oh, hang on a minute. I'll have to go over the rules. It's not fair to do any penalising for this round. I will explain it in a post. But I'll let it go this. I think it's the only thing fair to do. Okay, ability. I've got to get the message on the screen. Just bear with me, please. I'm getting criticised. One for not using a keyboard, and now for typing. But never mind. So let's go back up to the top as we see Captain from SAR has still got the same gap out the front now. The lap times he's setting, that's a pretty steady, consistent lap time.
Very, very good. I mean, Clayjacks has put in a 127 now, so that is interesting. Now he's got a bit of clean air, got through the pack a little bit, so that switch up.
You're definitely harsh, Orbilator. It's all good, mate. I'm only pulling your leg, mate. It's hilarious. I can take the criticism. I get enough of it because I'm a codger. But Matty Cake, meanwhile, who started right down the back of the grid, we've not seen Matty pit. Now Matty has made his way up into second place. Closely followed by, we got Goldstar. So Clayjax now is hounding Goldstar. So we know Clayjax has already pitted. So this is look at this now. So this is two really, really quick drivers here. We've got Kamish, aka Clayjax. As we see, Captain in the Alfa Romeo coming in for his stop. So as we suspected, he was on the softs. So they'll all see what he goes to. Okay, so we can't stop that dream, can we? We can't see.
No,
the drivers
not at
are
all.
quite. They do know what they're going on to, but they won't. They don't know what they're on, apart from the first pit stop. So they will now. So if anybody's keeping track, so Matty Cake has not pitted. So he has now pulled out this gap. So what he'll want to do now is get a decent enough gap, because he knows he's got Clayjax working his way back through the field, who has pitted, as we say that, who's now moved himself into third place, and he's coming through the grid now. So these effectively are back markers.
Oh, there was a nice drive there through that turn
It
that we were
was.
just talking about.
So let's go on board with the guy we're talking about. Let's go on board with Clayjax. He's coming through. He's approaching Dingledell now, so we've got two fast right-handers here, right after each other. So down the hill now, the Pilgrim's Drop. He just takes the curve nicely there. You can run wide there. Now he's coming through Sterling. This is the one I was on about, where you can, oh, nicely done. You can run wide there, but it's all about being patient on the throttle. So using all the track there, he's coming through Clark Curve, back onto the Brabham Straight to complete a lap. So let's just see, he's done a 1:27 before. He's not going to beat it this time, but he's very close. So let's just keep an eye on the grid. Let's come out of that view now. As we see, Meccano, after having to spin, or Will Hoy in the Laguna, he's still managed to work his way up to 8th place. So he's having a steady race there. So I want to concentrate on Maximum. I've not seen the Vauxhalls come in yet. Have you?
No, not yet.
No. So we've got. This is what I wanted to see. So we've got the minimum they have to use the hards for is 1 or 2 time laps, but there's nothing to say they can't use them for longer, but they will be slower on them. But 21 watching, I can't believe this. It's absolutely incredible. But thank you ever so much for tuning in. Apologies for it. There was bound to be a little bit of hiccups, but it's to be expected. But thank you ever so much for tuning in. If you like what you're seeing, smash that like button and click the subscribe. This is the first round of 6, so plenty more action to follow. So let's go back up. So we're going on board in Maximum. So let's just see where Lewis is up to. So Lewis has picked himself up a half second penalty. So this is leaving himself open. So Hado's going to get this now. As we see, lovely racecraft from Lewis, pulling over to the edge of the track to take his penalty. That's something you install in your community, Dream?
Yeah, it's the standard of most racing and Sir Racing. You always take your penalty off the line. It's a bit of courtesy.
Sorry,
also.
just a quick interrupt. We've got the Masterfit guys out in force in the pit lane, and they're all coming in now. So yeah, so look at these strategies, Dream. That is what I meant.
So Skins and
Maximum.
Yeah, they've switched out.
Darth Smog in Rickard Rydell's Volvo has come in. So they're all towing the line now. So he's fueling up right to the max here. So yeah, I've got a feeling that they're going to have to pit at least twice. Or twice. They're going to have to pit at least, depending on the strategy. So Matty Cake, meanwhile, is now in the lead. So let's just see how far. The gap now is 11 seconds to Clayjax. Now Clayjax has already pitted.
Yeah.
Matty hasn't. As we see Matty coming into the pits here. So we're going to have the rapid fit guys all bringing the tyres out. So let's just see how far now. So what's the gap going to be? So can you? So I wonder where Clayjax is at the moment.
It's
11 seconds.
11.2. Let's have a look. Oh, Clayjax has come in, so he didn't fuel up on the first stop.
Oh, maybe Clayjax
Obviously.
is. No, he didn't. So maybe. So that's okay. So as we see, Meccano also coming into the pits. So the Renault gang are out in force. So Clayjax is filling up with fuel, so he's there's some really mad strategies coming out here, and we've also there's a flurry of action in the pit lane. So we've got Martin coming in also, and the Nissan, the Primera team, they're coming out in force. Wow! So these are all going to come out. So let's just see now where they look at these coming out in a train here. So let's see. It won't adjust the lap board until the end of this lap now, so let's just see where that puts them out now. So Gold Star has not pitted as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, please.
No.
Oh,
yeah.
Clayjax, I've just caught the chat. What an absolute well, this is what I was on about in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. We run fair and clean here. I've just had a message from the driver, obviously while he was in the pits. He's just offered to do another stint on the hards. What a legend. What a legend. Clayjax, if you want to do that, mate, if you want to do it, I know that's what you're all about, is fair. If you want to do that, mate, hats off to you. Yeah, if you want to do that, I was going to let it go, but if you want to do it, just play it fair. Respect to you, buddy. So we'll leave the decision up to you, matey, but if you want to do that, mate, that's utmost respect to you, buddy. So we see Lewis coming in,
running the medium tyres, so this is going to be interesting. Also, we can't forget this, Jimmy, that it's also a fuel race. So I don't know if you've been switched on and the drivers have been switched on there, because obviously this information is available to them, that you can also not quite fill up or fill up, as we see there. So the strategies are coming into play, even on the fuel. They're trying to gain or get away from somebody by either fueling all the way or not quite. So that really made that pack. Yeah, that really made from, I think it's Pete, if we go forward a couple of places, this pack really closed up through the pit stops here, just from the strats.
So Maximum has found himself in 5th place now after fueling up fully and the tyre stop. Now the guy in front of him is literally, so Clayjax is in 4th place, so this is how the grid is at, this is the race now. But with what we've just received over the chat in YouTube, Clayjax is offering to do another stint to do it the correct way. So Gold Star, as we see the Masterfit crew, Gold Star is coming off the hards, so these guys have been on the hards. What on? So look at the pace they were doing on the hards.
It's amazing.
Good job I didn't enter, mate.
It's great. It's great to see.
I couldn't do those times on the softs. Oh my word! Right. So Clayjax is now up in 2nd place. So this could open things right up now. So Goldstar will have just exited the pits now. So he's 5 seconds ahead. Now, if he can pull out a gap, and I think what Clayjax will do, if he's a man of his word, and if he's gonna do it, I think he'll do it at the end. But I'll leave this decision. It's a very generous offer from Clayjax, and I'm sure the community will all appreciate that.
I think we just had a moment in P6. Yeah, I think Danny just had a moment. I just saw him on the board
on the
there,
grass.
going
So that's
on the grass a little bit.
I must admit, we're not seeing much damage on these cars, are we?
No, this is not British touring car, is it? This is a bit too polite, I believe. We never saw a race like this, did we?
Don't encourage them. Don't encourage them.
Get your elbows out, gentlemen. Let's go.
Oh, hold on a minute. I've just had a call from the paddock. They've told me that they're going to set up a stall just as you pass through scrutineering, where you can collect all your bumpers. So they'll be on a pickup truck there. So just get your own bumpers back. But there was a bit of team rivalry being displayed earlier on. This guy in question here, James Thompson, was winding his dad up, saying he wants to take his bumper home as a souvenir. So we'll see how true that works out.
I think he might lose a wing there by the end of it. We'll see. We'll see.
Oh dear. So Goldstar is now in third place, but he's catching Clayjacks now. He's kept that gap. Now we'll see. We'll keep an eye on Clayjacks and see where he decides to do this pit stop. Now we know Matty Cake has pitted, so let's look at his lap times. But it's hard to tell, isn't it? Look at this: 1:28s, or 27s, 28s, now to 29. So yes, so let's go back to the back of the grid here, as we see Chad just catching a slide there into Druids. But
nicely held, to be fair. Well done, man. It's not easy to keep these cars stable.
No, it isn't. And this guy, he's not had a lot of practice, so to just stick with it. And it's so nice to see the result. Yeah, we'll go for a result, but to stick with the race, have fun, doesn't matter where you finish, to see you out the track is just fantastic, mate. So go well there, Callum. So we'll go back up to Captain, who had the lead for the majority of the race, who's now found himself, but there's going to be, I would have suggested, maybe one more pit stop. I'm not sure, as he's picked up himself a penalty there, so as he goes over to there's no one behind him, so he's going to serve his penalty. As we see Lewis come into the pits, so I'm presuming he's coming off the hards. Okay, so he's done 3 laps on the hards, or 2 laps. Yep.
2 laps, 1 race there, yeah. So it's opening up now.
It is.
We have got a little bit of a battle going on.
Do you think they're in a chat here because his teammate has just come in also?
So there might have been a bit of team orders.
Do you think so?
Lining them up, maybe. Yeah,
I think so. As we see here, Clayjacks now really giving Matty some real hassle here. He's going round the outside here. Now this is a brave move, but they're both respectful drivers coming through Paddock Hill Bend. Clayjacks got that done, but Matty Cake, I tell you what, that was, yeah. I wouldn't have taken that in Group 3s, but to do it in these, what respect shown by both of these drivers here. But to get that move done, so we know what Clayjacks' strategy is. This is foot to the floor and try and pull out. It's go on, do it. Can you get that? Go! It's hammer time. So I think Clayjacks is going to roll the dice, and I think just basically do quali laps and see how much of a gap he can get. Because he doesn't. He'll be looking at the deltas and he'll be looking at what fuel they've put in. They're all very keen on the deltas, as we see Goldstar in the background catching the pair of them. So Goldstar is not just quick, he's also a master tactician. So he can drive nice and steady, nice and slow, and eke the most out of the tyres and the fuel. And on the flip side, he's just a rocket. But he can adapt to multi-disciplines, and he really is good at it. He's won a lot of the feature races over at CCR. So for those of you watching that don't know what I'm talking about, the CCR stands for Captain Colossus Racing. Can be found on YouTube, and what streams on a Wednesday, 7:10 on the dot, with the lobby open at 7:30. Runs Group 3s, does all sorts, and if you also check out Instagram, you'll find him on there, Captain Colossus, and also as part of Captain Colossus, there's Captain Colossus Media, which is CCM. Hang on a minute, I'll just finish this advert, who consists of Wally DJ, Beastman, and the legendary Handy Pint, who work furiously in the background doing all sorts of media, advertising. As we see, getting blue flags there coming out, and we've got them in the chat. Captain is in the chat. Welcome along, Captain Colossus. Your ears were burning then when I was giving out all the info, weren't they? So I hope you're enjoying this up to now. So we're going to go back up to the top, just see what so Clayjax has already pulled out a 3-second lead over Matty Cake. So that's no feat in its own, because Matty's also quick. So I'm just going to round robin.
Oh,
as we
he's
see,
whipping into the pits there.
Oh, Clayjax, if you're doing what I think you're doing. Oh, right, I'm going to have to do this.
Legend.
Oh, and he's picked himself a 3-second penalty as well, Clayjax. Oh, mate, what a legend. Yeah, I will re-stipulate that in the rules. It's definitely got to complete a timed lap. I will put a post in Discord. That I will take the blame for that. Maybe I didn't make it clear enough. However, what you've witnessed there, ladies and gentlemen, is a true motorsport enthusiast, true race driver, and just a gentleman all round. To do that in the position he was in and make himself a little bit vulnerable now. So he's going to have to do this lap now. He's going to do this lap, and he'll pit and go back on the tyres that he was originally on, but it will give him a fresh set of tyres, because his previous tyres would have been worn, so it might give him an advantage. So, oh, look at this 3-second penalty. That's crazy. Which is going to give Dandy Dons, it's going to give Martin the chance to catch up. So,
and he's done well there actually, because Max and Dandy were going toe to toe for a little while there. So he's come through the field up to 5th. Maybe a bit of strategy, because his lap times are suggesting he's on quite a quick pace as well. So yeah, this is looking good again from Dandy. What a drive. Well done.
I'm just going to hand over to you for literally 30 seconds, mate. I need to take a toilet break. So can I leave it in your capable hands?
You can. I won't be able to move the screen, but we'll try and keep on.
I tell you what, we'll leave it. We'll go on Matty Cake and this battle up here. So this is for position. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. And over to you, Dream.
Thank you. So we've got Gold Stars catching up here. He's within the half a second mark. Just going to give him a great drive down to the last corner. This daring right-hander. You've got to be careful with the dirty air. Try not to cross the streams. Can throw you wide here. There we go, just as we talk about it. It's a horrible corner in slipstream there. And then with that little tiny mistake at Brands Hatch, it can open up half a second. So that's all it takes to lose a bit of time to the guy in front. He got such a good drive coming back out, Gold Star there, that he's pulled back half a second. So he's got really good drive, a really good talent of exiting corners there. As we're coming down to Paddock Hill, this one's again very tricky under the slipstream. He's just crossed it. He's going around the outside. Will he tuck it in, go for the switch? No, he's trying to hold it around the outside. What a move by Gold Star there. Absolute blinder, out on the curb, out wide, round the outside. I wonder if there's a bit of tyre degradation kicking in now. Maybe that's why Matty struggling with the exits. Again, it's all about strategy.
I'm back, ladies and gentlemen.
And then Shadow is catching up this battling pair right at the front of the field. Welcome back, Jimmy.
Thank you very much. Excellent commentary there. I'm sure you'll all agree in the chat. So Clayjax is still in 4th place. 4th place. So we don't know. I've not seen him come back in yet. But if he pulls this off to do 2 stints on the hards and still finishes in this from the back of the grid as well. The
Amazing
final
drive.
lap. So let's go.
Drive. We did have a switch at the lead there. I don't know if it was tyres involved.
But we're going to see Gold Star coming over the line to take victory in the first feature race, followed by Matty Cake in second place, and Shadow has outdone, well, Thompson has outdone Cleland. So that's going to be some interesting chats there. So we've got Clayjacks in fourth place, what a legend to finish in that. And we've got Dandy Dons finishing in fifth place, followed by John Cleland in the other Vauxhall Masterfit, aka KZN Maximum, followed by Meccano in seventh place. Now this could change. Now this is all to play for. This is for position. So can Meccano keep seventh place? There's only a half a second gap as they're coming up towards the line now.
I think Haydo
run wide, so he's given up the possession there. But that's given Julian Bailey in the Toyota Carina. Ooh, he kept it. So, and Darth Smorg is coming home in the Ricard Rydell Volvo in 10th place, as we see Lewis picking up a great 11th place, and Norm, for this isn't his normal discipline, is it, Dream, to get a 12th place in a grid of this quality.
It's outstanding. It's good driving, and again, the guys, they all put themselves in a comfort zone that they're not used to. You know, it's not their comfort zone. So for them to come and do this is and have a great race, really tight, really close racing too, is amazing to see. To be honest with you, yeah.
Right, just do that before I forget. So come on, help me out with the grid. Let's go for this. So we got Gold Star. So. Oh, Clayjack, look at this as well. So they won't get a point. There is an extra point for the fastest lap and pole position. The pole position only applies to the sprint race because they've put it in pole themselves. However, I put it in pole because it's a reverse grid. So it's just the fastest lap. So we've got Gold Star taking the win in the first Jimmy Codger BTC round 1 at Brands Hatch, taking the win. So he's getting a full 20 points there. I'll work all the points out, and bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, I will publish that on Instagram and Discord, so they can keep an eye on where they're up to. So we've got Matty Cake bringing it home in a fabulous second place, only 2 seconds behind Gold Star, that's a result. And CCR Shadow GT, aka James Thompson, in the first of the Vauxhall Masterfits. What a result for Shadow. Podium on the first run out, absolutely brilliant. And Clayjacks, what do we say about Clayjack's Dream? What a result after.
What a gentleman, right? He knew his error of his ways. He made a mistake, and then he's put his hands up and come into the pits and changed. And he still finished in the top 5, and starting from the back. So
the fastest lap.
Amazing.
So
what a drive.
Clayjacks will get an extra point for the fastest lap in the feature, and Martin Dandy Dons, 5th place. What a
great finish.
Result. And KZN Maximum. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the conversation between these two.
Yeah, great stuff.
He's been outdone in the first round, but I'm sure that's as my father would say, Shadow has fired a warning shot over the bow. It's a very old phrase, but I'm sure he's let his dad know that he's no pushover. So I expect this battle to continue right the way through the season. This will be hilarious. And Meccano, all the way from Sweden, what a legend. Absolutely gentleman of a guy, bringing it home in 7th place. PS UK Haydo, bringing it home in 8th in the Nissan Primera that was driven by David Leslie amongst others and Aiello. So that's a great result for the Nissan team. And we've got Sir Skins. I'll let you do these.
Yes, we've got Sir Skins coming in there, P9, solid, very solid. Skins is always a solid driver, a solid racer, so well done to him there. We've got Darth, that's a really good result for Darth. One of his first few races with us, so that's really impressive, good to see. Today, you know, that's the first time I've seen him racing. Then you've got Lewis coming in there. a little bit of pitch strategy going on there, so it would be interesting to have a talk with him off away from the podium.
Yeah.
Sorry, away from the stands there, and have a little chat with him, see what was going on, get some insight. Storm, what a result! I mean, again, a living legend. He was really excited and looking forward to this, and I just hope he enjoyed himself. Naomi, great result, solid. P13, that's really good. Captain P14, we did see him off the track. He was leading the pack right at the front really well as well. Solid pace out there, had a 3-second gap and held it so that was really good to see some consistency from Captain. He's new on the team, so that's amazing. And then Chad, again, he's just joined today, lastminute.com, so amazing. I just hope he really enjoyed himself out there with the guys, and everyone make him feel welcome there in the chat and in the communities. Jimmy, what a race. Well done for hosting that.
I am going to take a risk, Dream. I believe I've had it on good authority that we may be able to chat to a couple of the drivers, or a few of the drivers, and see how that race went for them. So I believe we
amazing.
can. Yeah, I'm led to believe that we can get hold of the Masterfit crew, aka KZN Maximum and CCR Shadow GT. Are you able to speak? Are you out of breath, or are you there?
Hello. Hello. Good evening, gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen. Good evening. What a race. Well done. What a spectacular race.
Thank you very much.
So, the battle didn't quite play out. There wasn't any. Have you both still got your bumpers?
I'm pretty sure we do. I was trying to stay out his way in the first stint, to be honest, because I knew he was on a softer compound, but he was just there.
So I'm looking forward to plenty of this. But Maxim, is your dad there? Is Maximum there?
I am.
Oh, what did you think of that, Maximum?
Yeah. The man's an animal.
True John Cleland style. Yeah.
No,
go on, do the Scottish accent. Go on.
Oh, I can't do that.
No,
mate.
don't.
Come on, I'm a brummie.
And I think it's only fair that we get. I think I've just had a phone call through that we can also get hold of one of the Alpha drivers. That would be Martin, Dandy Dons. Are you able to speak? You're out of breath after that.
I can give you a Scottish accent if you like.
There is the Scottish accent.
That man's an animal.
There we go.
There you go.
Better.
Brilliant stuff. Oh,
That was some brilliant racing, mate. Brilliant.
It was
Yes,
good.
it was.
I mean,
Yeah.
all I can say is up the front, magic. I mean,
Yeah, absolutely.
absolutely
Yeah.
magic.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about the feature race. It was like the M25.
It was a bit,
right.
yeah.
I was like,
So-
oh my god.
How did you all find the cars in full race pace and tyre wear and the strategies, and did you pick crew dues all right for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's spot on.
It is a dream to drive. It's very good. It's very good.
I actually think it's probably better with the tyres and fuel on than it is on sprint settings, to be honest. It feels a bit more planted and easier
brilliant.
to drive consistently, so that's what I found anyway.
So did you get the message that there is a flatbed in the paddock with all the bumpers on, so you can go if you've missing any parts?
I'll have to have a look around lost property, I think.
Yeah, there was a couple of wind mirrors. There was some side-by-side action all the way through that at some points. Yeah,
What
so
about
well
people's
done.
horns? I just kept hearing a horn every lap.
I had a beautiful front seat to Clyde Jackson Gold Star having it off. I've got to tell you, lads, I was just trying to stay out of the way while I was saving fuel. I was just holding on for dear life.
Just quickly touching on that, I'm not sure whether you were aware of the actual events unfolding, but I think everybody else seemed to do it. But I will take this on air. I will say I've made a mistake and not made it clear. But it's minimum of one timed lap. You must put a time on the board on the hard compound, which I'm sure everybody did.
Yeah.
Clay Jacks didn't. And
I think that you had everyone else did it apart from him. Shows I think
Yeah.
you just didn't read it right or had
Well,
a different
yeah,
I'm
version.
going to stick up for him because I did this in the last BTC season myself, and I forgot to pit, so I know how it feels.
Yeah, but on
But the legend.
but he actually stuck in the chat. He came in to fuel up, and he actually put a message in the YouTube chat, and he said, "I will do another stint on the hards." And he came in, and he came in and changed. So yeah, hats off to Clay Jets for that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So,
I'd say, well, I mean, at the end of the day, he made that mistake. I think you've got to put that out there. It's like, it wasn't your wording was fine because everyone else did it. So I think
okay, we'll draw a line under that.
Yeah.
But we're not out here. It's the first event. There was going to be hiccups. But Handy Pints in the chat. Is that Shadow's voice I hear? It is. It's the one and only Shadow. And we've got Captain in the chat saying, Shadow and Max on comms, life is good.
And I never made it easy for him. I defended for a couple of laps.
Yeah, we saw some great, like I say, we saw some great battlings.
I knew he was going to try and send it, and I was saying no.
Oh. But I tell you what, I'm sure you'll agree with me here, Dream, that let me just double check I've saved the replay because I want to get some good photos off that. Let's go back on the results, but I'm sure Dream will back me up here. Every single driver on the grid, I mean, I knew it was going to be a little bit. Few mistakes from my part, obviously.
Typical British touring car.
Correct, but
typical.
A bit of rubbing is racing. It's good. It's good.
But we had to get people in at last minute, and it came together in the end, and it ran on a little bit later than it should. But it's all good. But I just want to say now, thank you, a huge thank you to absolutely everyone on the grid, not just on the. You've given us some absolutely fantastic racing, and it's been an absolute pleasure to watch. And some of the moves, full Murray Walker came out.
I could hear it.
And I think we all owe you a massive thank you for organising
and
putting on this event.
And the paint jobs as
and
well.
I think the next few they're going to be epic. It's going to be brilliant.
That's great. That's great.
And brilliant.
We never know what you've got in store for us, mate.
What's the next one?
On to the next one. So I will be advertising. The next round will be put in Discord tomorrow morning or tomorrow mid-morning. I'm giving you a little bit more than a week because some people's schedules don't allow to get on it ASAP. Some people work weekends, so it gives them plenty of time to practice. So that'll be announced in Discord along with the race entry form again. Same procedure. But I just want to, before I wrap up, I'm going to hand over to comms to Dream in a minute. But I just want to quickly mention, I've mentioned it before, we've had Captain in the chat. And to be quite honest, the CCR behind the names, it means just more than just three letters. It signifies a community, the same as SIR, and we've just become sort of a massive family, and we've been on meetups. I got dragged kicking and screaming into this commentary, into the streaming, and I've sort of run with it, and I've sort of found my comfort zone now. And to be honest, I've got all the guys back in the CCM, CCR community to thank for that. They've encouraged me all the way, given me loads of support, and it's been a ride that I don't want to get off, to be honest. So I've got Beastman in the chat there. Look at that. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Get Jimmy to 100. What are you talking about, 100?
100 subs, mate.
You're on 95, mate.
You're having a laugh. 95 people.
Not.
What? Oh my God! Right.
Like and bloody subscribe, everyone.
Well, I'm not going to say I'll do anything if that happens because I know what'll happen. So I've learnt my lesson on that. So just quickly, I mean, I mentioned CCM. That consists of Wally DJ, CCR Beastman, and CCR Handy Pint. Between them, they do. If you want, most of you do daily races. So you'll see if you subscribe to CCM, they publish track guides linked to the daily races normally, but you will see some other content coming out. But it's an absolutely in-depth track guides by Wally and Handy Pint. absolutely legendary stuff, and they actually were kind enough to do one for this, which I'm sure it gave a lot of people some insight into how it's not an easy track, this. So to finish off, I'd like to hand over the comms to Dream and just once again give the information out for your community, Dream, and just let everybody know what you're about and where they can find you and everything else. I will come off the mic and shut up for a minute.
Thank you, mate. No, again, like the guys just said there, it's an amazing job that you've done, Jimmy, and the support from everybody involved. Well done to all of them. So Racing has had the pleasure of meeting you guys and getting to know you guys over the last few weeks and months and stuff like that. So thank you all. A lot of Surf Racers out of their comfort zone today, so well done to them for giving it a good bash. I mean, it was really fun to watch. I'm really looking forward to the next one. Dandy, are you still with us, mate, so I can get a word with you?
Yeah, I'm still here, Jim. Yep.
Yeah, mate, how are you? I've done really well there, P5. Good battling throughout the middle stint there, I saw going on with Max.
Yeah, just one or two silly errors, let's say, Jim, that I could have been up there a bit closer, but oh well, always the next one.
Yeah, mate, you did solid, outstanding driving, to be honest with you. Very clean, very tidy. Yeah. We did see I think you had one spill on the grass a little bit. It cost you a bit of time.
I think you missed when I had a proper spin.
That might have been when Jimmy nipped to the lads' room.
It was pretty early on, actually. It was early.
Oh, was it?
You guys would have been watching someone else. It's just battling through the field. That's all it is, really. Just what comes with it.
How did you find it? How did you find it today? I know you obviously racing your go-karting and stuff like that. Is this giving you a similar sort of buzz?
Yes. I mean, it's just from what I saw, you can tell the people who are like fighting for every corner, like it's life or death, which is fine. I mean, that's how they want to race. And then there's the other ones who kind of go, well, you know what? It's a long race. Let's pan it out and see what happens. And it's interesting just seeing like people defend for positions when maybe they could be on a slower tyre or something, but then it's also you've got a quicker guy on a slower tyre maybe catching up, and it's that kind of right. We don't have that in the karting world.
Right, just gonna quickly jump in to cover some comments in the chat here. We've got our Captain Colossus, proud of you, Jimmy, and Captain CCR Beastman, absolute belter of a night of racing, lads. Comms were awesome. Darth Smorg, thanks for hosting and commentary, James and Dream. Clayjacks, great stuff, Jimmy. Enjoyed that. So yeah, it just goes to. I mean, to get this feedback, I'm just going to quickly come out of this and just stick it on Scapes for a minute, and then we'll wrap up for the evening. I'm sure they've endured the Codger rattling on for long enough now. So that, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. So before I forget, thank you, Martin. Thank you, Shadow, and thank you, KZN Maximum, for coming on.
You're welcome.
Thank you, James.
Yeah.
It's
just
anybody
made it in the race or in the stream, please feel free to add me on PSN. That's absolutely fine. You know, the more we grow the community,
all right when you get to know him.
The more we grow the community, the better off we are.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Well, absolute pleasure.
It's
Pleasure
nice
from
us.
us.
3 link communities now, isn't it? Really. So
it is.
All we can do is push each other on.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
So
we got to chase the fast guys. We got to do it together because that's what they're doing, you know. So we got to work together.
Okay,
it's
right.
Good to see you guys.
So on that note, well, I can come down. I can breathe now. Have a drink, and that, ladies and gentlemen, was round 1 of season 2. Details to follow in Instagram and Discord for the next track, which will be held on Thursday the 18th of April, same time, live at 7:15, lobby open at 7:30, and hopefully it'll run a little bit smoother, but it all came together in the end. And finally, thank you to everybody tuning in and watching this. It's just to see it all come together. I mean, I had the same feeling last season when I saw all the liveries on track, because the last time I saw these was when I was wearing an orange suit, marshalling. And to see all this again on a different car, it's just been something else. I've been like a kid in a sweet shop, and I've just been spoilt, not only by seeing the cars on track, but to some top class racing respect. And if this is the first round, then if this is how it continues, this is going to be an epic season. So thank you again, guys. Thank you, Dream. And I am going to sign off for the evening. Stay on the chat if you like to. I'll let you know when I'm. So that's it from the Codger. So until next time, next Thursday, 7:15. Keep your eyes peeled on Jimmy Codger Racing at Instagram and our Discord over at CCR for any information. And once again, thank you so much, everybody. Take care, have a good week, and I will catch you on the next one. All the best. Thank you very much.